Hey everyone, my name is Becca and I am the owner and chef at Tasting Grace in-home chef service. Thanks for watching today. Welcome to 2020, Happy New Year, and welcome to the first episode of That Sounds Tasty. And we're going to be making naan today, so let's get started. And the things that you'll need are plastic wrap, yogurt, garlic, salt and sugar, baking powder, baking soda, some just olive oil or vegetable oil is fine, and then warm water. And the equipment that you'll need is a bench scraper or a knife will work, a baking mat or a clean countertop will work, and then a rolling pin and a large glass bowl. So to start, I have my flour in the bowl already, and I'm going to add my sugar and salt, as well as my baking powder and my baking soda. And you're just gonna mix that all in until well incorporated. And we're gonna be cooking this in a cast iron skillet. So you will want to heat that up a few minutes before you're ready to use it. So as I'll explain in a little bit, this needs to sit for 30 minutes to proof, so you're going to want to start that at around 20 minutes in the proofing process. So you're going to make a well in the middle, just a little hole, and then you're going to pour your olive oil and your yogurt into that well. I'm just using Greek yogurt. You can use any kind of non-flavored yogurt. And then you're just going to stir that in until it's a dough-like mixture. If it gets too hard to mix with your spatula or your wooden spoon, you can start mixing with your hands. And then you're gonna take some of your water and you're gonna pour it in. And that'll help to get it to the right consistency. A little bit more liquid, because it's a little dry right now. So now that you have it almost all the way incorporated, you're going to take a pastry mat or your clean countertop and spread a little bit of flour on it. And you're gonna put the rest of your dough on here. And you're just gonna knead it. So to knead, you're just gonna take it and you're gonna bring it, fold it over, and then you're gonna turn it a quarter of the way and do the same thing and just keep going until you have all your little bits. That's probably good. I have it into a ball, and so it's not sticky, and I'm gonna take and put it back into my bowl. I'm gonna put a piece of saran wrap over it, and then I'm gonna put a towel over the top of that, and this is gonna rest for 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, we're back, and it's been 30 minutes, and the cast iron is heating up, so we still have our floured workspace and our floured rolling pin. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our bench scraper, or you can take your knife, and we're going to cut it into 8 pieces. So I'm going to cut it in half, and half, and half, and half, and there's 4 pieces, and there's 6, and there's 8. So then we're gonna put these aside. And basically we're just gonna be rolling each of these out into an oval or a circle, doesn't really matter. But you're just gonna be rolling it out. And while we're doing this, make sure your cast iron is heating up. Put it on low, put a little bit of oil in there so it gets nice and hot. So I want to go into a hot pan. This doesn't have to be perfect. So you're just getting it about 1/8 of an inch thick. And that's probably good. So this will go into our hot cast iron skillet. Okay, so we have our hot pan here. I just have some oil in it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. And we have our dough ready, and we're just gonna plop that in there. And we're gonna sizzle. And you're gonna wait for it to start to bubble, and you will see that pretty quickly. So you're gonna wait for it to start bubbling. You can see that this bubble is forming, and it's gonna start bubbling up everywhere else. That's good. I'm gonna wait about a minute or two, and you'll flip it. And then you'll wait for it to brown on the other side. And they're pretty quick to cook. Press that down, it'll probably rise back up. So it'll start to bubble on this side a little bit, pop back up, and you'll wait for it to brown on the other side, maybe another minute or two, and that's it. It's easy as that. You can see it's starting to rise a little bit more on the other side. You can see this. You can kind of see the smoke coming out the air pockets. And ideally, you want to do this with the vent fan on. And let's flip it back over and see. That side might use a few more seconds, depending on how golden brown you like them. If you like them more burnt, you can leave them on for a little bit longer. And these go good with hummus, or if you make any kind of curry, or pretty much any kind of dip. If you want to use it for stuff for crackers, these would even go good as a on a pizza if you want to put some sauce and put them back in the oven, and kind of like a flatbread pizza. Whatever you want to make, you can. The opportunities are endless with what you can make with this delicious naan. And that's all for today, and I will see you on our next episode of That Sounds Tasty.